Hello, my dear friends of the monkey mind. Oh no, orderly chaos, different channel. Oh my God, that's just me. Hi, how are you today? Well, it's me again with some Chinese horoscope, Bazi. And my question is always, do you know your Bazi, your Chinese horoscope? So you may know the animal sign of the year you're born in, but do you know that there are minimum 3 more signs that are really important for your path in life? So it's not just about the animal of the year you're born in, but also the month, the day, and the hour. And those make the so-called Bazi, which means 8 characters, sometimes also called the 4 pillars of destiny. It's December the 1st, and I've got the fire going. So yeah, it's just what it is. Well, so today I would like to introduce the goat to you, or sheep, or ram. In different cultures, it's called like that. And if you're born in the years 1955, 67, 79, 91, 2000, 2003, or 2015, this could be you. And also if you were born in July or between 1 and 3 p.m. But when I'm referring to the year, please rest assured, we're talking about the Chinese solar calendar. So in the Chinese solar calendar, the year changes on the 4th of February every year. Every year, this is the beginning of spring in the solar calendar. What you may know as Chinese New Year, that is the lunar calendar, which changes according to the moon each year and is being celebrated really highly. But for the horoscope, we actually need the solar calendar. Yes, exactly that one. Okay, so the goat resides for all the Feng Shui people in the southwest direction. And the goat is born under the yin earth element. So it has a natural yin earth in itself. And that already tells you a little bit about it, that it's a bit more restful and a bit more stable than some of the other signs. And depending on in which year you're born in, you will get another element, an additional element to the element that the goat itself brings within. So the goat itself is the earthly branch, and you get a heavenly stem, additional animal, which could be a water, a wood, a fire, a metal, or an earth element. So, and this explains we actually do not have just 12 animals in the Chinese horoscope. We actually have 12 animals, and in five different, just one hand, elements additionally, which means we actually have 60 different pillars. 12 animals, 5 elements, 60 different pillars that you can have. And then we have 4 pillars. So we have quite some combination possibilities there, which explains a little bit more why there are so many different characters out there, and that we don't have just one certain kind of person running around on the planet. And depending on those animals in your 4 different pillars, this is what paves your path. Yes, correct. That's right. Yep. And it depends really also on how these animals within the pillar act with each other. So for instance, for the goat, a really good friend is the animal that we had yesterday, the horse. The horse and the goat are friends. They work really well together. They complete each other more or less. And the animal that the goat can't really work with is the ox, because the ox is quite serious. They're both earth, yes, but still the ox is a bit serious. The goat takes things more lightly, and we're coming slowly, we're coming towards the actually how do you say, qualities of the goat really quickly. And there's also a harmony with the pig and the rabbit. So those are signs that you as a goat feel more assigned to. The goat itself is one of the more artistic signs. So now you start understanding why it's not that good with the ox, which is a work one, which is a work character. So very, very artsy, very, very imaginative, creative, an easygoing nature. Yeah, whatever, all good. And very relaxed and loves a pressure-free environment. So it loves to work in a team. The only thing that could a little bit of a downside is perfectionist, which can be a good thing. because the goat is relatively relaxed, what I said. So the perfectionism of the goat is a different perfectionism than in some, like the tiger, for instance, who really wants to have it his way. So this perfectionism is a more easygoing one. So it likes a team because the goat sometimes need encouragement. It's not that much of a, because there's a yin nature, remember? It's not that high in self-esteem. So it really loves to have a team around who does encourage them, from one or the other time. And when the goat is left on its own too long, because of the perfectionism and the yin quality, it tends to become pessimistic, which sometimes is a good thing if you're in a group and once somebody raises one or the other flag. But if the goat is left alone too long, it can become quite pessimistic. So we don't want that. So we want to keep the goat going, and the artsy qualities and this easygoing nature is really, really a good thing in a group, in a team to have. It's very charming also, but not very, as I already mentioned, not that self-secure. So it's rather not that highly likely to show its true feelings. A bit more backwards. So it's just because it doesn't like it, a bit insecure, but that's okay. So the goat in itself is a more quiet and reserved nature, but that doesn't mean that in the team they don't like center of attention. They love it, and they can be really amusing because of their nice character, because of their nature. Out of all signs in the Chinese Zodiac, they are the most gifted ones artistically, and they very often don't know it. So if you know a goat and you can see how they are not feeling right in their life and how they can't find their place in life, then just guide them towards the arts, whether theater, literature, music, or arts itself, doesn't matter. That is where the goat starts blossoming and coming up in whichever direction. Depending on the additional element, you will have different industries for them to work in. But they are really creators. They are creators. They need inspiration and guiding influence. So a muse is very important for a goat. But if they find the right muse and their way, they are amazingly artistic. It's everything they can create is amazing. Another field they really like is nature and sports. That's where they also feel really at home. And that can be a really cool combination, because when they work out, they will then become more and more alive. Remember, it's an earth quality that they have. Talking about earth quality, earth is very often has to do with wealth. With the goat, has to watch that it doesn't spend the money quicker than it gets it in. That's probably the artistic side, but don't want to judge it here. But they have to watch their finances and think about the future, because of the artistic element. They are so strong in that because there's so much in the here and now, but then they forget to provide for the future. So they need an element on their side that is a little bit more on that. It helps them with that money issues. So that's all good. Yes, and because of the artistic side, on the love side, they are quite, as I said, charming, and they're quite flexible, but they are limited to what or who they can work with or find relationships with. But they are really, really amazing. They are family people. They're taking care of their family, and they really enjoy being in their company. So I'd say the key word for the goat is creative. In a nutshell, kind and gentle, intelligent and wise. Very artistic, cultured, elegant, well-read. Very romantic and sensitive. Insecure deep down inside. They need to feel that they are loved and wanted. So they sometimes need a little bit too much of external appreciation and pleasing others. But, well, who hasn't got that somewhere inside of them, to tell the truth? Most of us do, don't we? So, as I said before, if they're left too much on their own devices, they can be quite pessimistic. So whenever you find that there's a goat who's going down the pessimistic lane, bring something, just cheer them up, go into the arts or anything, and they will lighten up instantly and come back to their relaxedness. But again, as I always say, this what I said to you right now. If you're born in a year of goat and you say, well, that's actually not really me, that's because you not only have this one animal in your pillars, you've got 4 of them and other influences as the time and what year are we in, what month are we in, and your day master, that's a whole different story. So this is not the case. We don't have people, I mean, even if someone has 4 goats, you've got different elements in them. So the influence of the other elements in your pillars is really totally important as your environment. Because I want you to remember that there is a thing called the Trinity of Feng Shui. And that consists of your heaven luck, which is your Bazi, and that makes 33% of your luck. The other 66% coming from your environment, what you know as Feng Shui, and your main luck. The main luck is your choices, beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors, how you've been brought up, what is your environment like, where you're free spirit, where you're a bit more, I don't want to say caved in, but protected in your upgrowing. And this is what really paves your path. Nothing is written in stone. So even if you look at your parts and say, oh my God, I've got all these sides, or seems negative, nothing is written in stone. You can change. Definitely over the man luck and definitely with time. Whatever your Bazi has been given you from birth, over time, things do change in your life. They do. So the Bazi can tell you when and what to change, when it's easier for you to change, and when it's not even worth trying to bump your head against the proverbial wall. So in the end, it is about doing the right thing at the right place at the right time. And that is where the Feng Shui, the Bazi, the whole world of Chinese metaphysics can actually help you, can help you make decisions, can help you change, and can help you find the right time to do all of that. And that's what I love so much about the Feng Shui, the Bazi, the whole Chinese metaphysics. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you like what you see in here, like it, share it, subscribe, follow, whichever channel you find this on here. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. And tomorrow, I tell you, we're going to have a very interesting animal. I'm really looking forward to describing that to you. We're going to have a look at the monkey. And if you have seen or heard anything about the movies about the Monkey King, you know we're going to have some real fun with that one. So let's see what the monkey can do for us. Is any of you a monkey? Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.